Hello everyone, I'm Jugerite, and this is our Minecraft Bedrock Survival Let's Play series. I've done a thing. I moved this from over here and added it here, and I did add a fuel source that, well, you can't really access that one yet because there's still a block there apparently. But I did add a way to add fuel sources so that we could inevitably kind of automate our smelting needs to help the glass process go a little bit quicker. Though I have managed to get this much glass and this much glass from sand that we gathered over on a Twitch stream, and there's going to be a lot of streams throughout the process of making this video. So if you're not following me on Twitch, you might want to go ahead and do so for future things like this, projects like this right here. You don't miss out on all the fun. But I kind of wanted to do this up here to kind of, you know, blend the hoppers in and everything. But, you know, these inside corners here are where it gets a little complicated on Bedrock Edition, because we can't really, you know, do here and do here. I mean, I guess if I offset it and like had it come in from the other way or something, you know, I might could have, but then I might could have done something to an extent, but then it just wouldn't have lined up right either. Like, it still would have had a funky thing. So I kind of did this to hide, you know, the chest ordeals down here, and I keep hitting that hopper, and just kind of laid out like a little trim, kind of like it's highlighting the way to our storage room from our automated smokers, right? Our storage room and our trading hall area here. We also have our smithing table there and our dragon egg there. Now the big thing is that we went and raided the ocean monument, and I asked you guys what you thought, and it was suggested to make a base out of it. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to make a base out of the ocean monument, and you know what? We're going to try and make as good of a guardian farm out of it as well. We're not going to rely on it for XP purposes, but I think having a guardian farm as good as we can get. I have a really cool design that I came up with that I think you guys are going to really like. It's going to be way different than anything else we have in our world so far, which is okay because it's in a completely different area, so it won't necessarily clash with the things that we have here. This is the portal to our mining desert, where we also have our frogs over for that we bred up and everything, because we are going to be doing a frog light farm, hopefully not too far in the future. We have so many things that we can do, and you know, there's just so much time in an episode. Oh yeah, that's right, we have a village over there, so we're going to have to make sure to sleep just in case those villagers are still alive. But we already dug up a lot of sand and sandstone from here. I don't want to dig out too much here by the portal. Let's go over here along the edge. I've got a couple shulker boxes with me, and of course we have our inner chest with more. As I said, I have pretty big plans for the ocean monument. I don't want to give away too much, but we definitely are going to need a ton of glass. You know, we do have a ton of gravel. So as far as for draining the monument, we can kind of use that gravel to our advantage. Now we are going to need a ton of resources for what I have planned. And I do mean a ton. We are going to need red nether brick. So we definitely have to get something more productive set up than what we have in our starter area, in order to get the nether wart that we need for that. I think my biggest thing is I have a hard time incorporating my personality into my videos, and that really makes a big difference. I think we had went and collected 4 shulker boxes of glass, and I grabbed all the extra glass that we had at our stronghold base to go with it, and we are going to start placing the glass and getting it all set up to be, officially drained. The first step in that, though, is going to be our wall. So we kind of need to take this up. I'm not sure, honestly, if even still we will have enough glass or not, but we will find out. I need to go 6 this way, or, well, 5 more this way, and then 6 that way. So let's see if we can do this. And then we have 6 this way, so and this is going to give us room for what we want to do inside. And these guardians are going to be a pain as we go to start draining, if we don't block off the spawn spots. So we got 5 going this way. Oh, we got a trident boy right there. Let's oh, he got a shot in us. And he didn't give us a trident. Oh, he did give us the trident. Nice. We also have that geode right there. So, we should definitely set that geode farm up, as I'm pretty sure no matter where we're at in this thing, at least most of the time, it would definitely be growing the shards. So we're gonna have to do like this still here. If I had some night vision potions, that would make this a whole lot better. I think that's gonna be alright. It's not going to, it's gonna look rugged, right? But I think that's gonna be okay with what we're gonna be building inside. Alright, we got a trident down here. Oh, we didn't. We got a second trident. We've gotten the glass all around this thing. We've gotten the guardian spawn spots blocked off, and now we are ready to get to placing. I have gravel. You can use sand, gravel, any kind of the gravity blocks that are going to fall down into place to make draining this thing easier. Basically, what I want to do is set up a contraption that's going to make this a little bit easier for us. And we want like a 3 block spot. So there's 2, here's 3. So we'll go with this, right? We definitely want our piston right there. Yeah, so I'm going to say we want that there, and we'll put a couple redstone dust right there. Now I should be able to place this gravel, and yeah, that piston is just going to keep pushing it, and this gravel is going to fall down, and as long as it's not falling on any seagrass or kelp, it's gonna start stacking up, and this is gonna help push it all the way, however far we need. So with this being the road that we're on, let's go down here and make sure that we've got a clear path by getting rid of any of this stuff. I believe I can, yeah, I can just hold down the left, to place the block. I can just hold the button down and boom. This machine's gonna go and go and go. It's gonna take everything 15 blocks out, piston max, but it's gonna fill it all the way, to the height we need it to be. We're going to have a couple extra blocks that we're going to have to break back out of the way, and we will end up losing some gravel because it will turn into flint unless, oh, never mind, we have silk touch on our shovel. So when we trim this top layer off, we will get gravel back every time because we're actually sitting it on the block. This is actually a block higher than we actually need it to be. Yeah, the best way to do it is to just aim for that torch, and that'll save you a lot of pressing, a lot of clicking. I can explain to you how this works, right? Basically, this torch is powering this redstone. As soon as a block is placed on top, or as soon as a block is placed on top of this torch, it's powering this redstone, which is powering the piston. Otherwise, as you can see, it's not getting power. But as soon as I start using it, you can see it light up. I mean, if you were placing it by hand, you could not place it this fast. So, I mean, this is really a huge time saver. One thing that I did nearly forget, and I just thought of, you're gonna want to come through and make sure you have lights on top of these blocks. Otherwise, you are going to have mobs spawning up here. Now, they can't spawn on the glass, and we put slabs on top of our blocks there so that mobs won't spawn on top of that. But if you don't light this stuff up, you will get mobs out here all over the place. And the sad fact is, if you have the luck I do, it's going to be a creeper spawning in that you're not going to see, and he's going to blow up your walls, and your water is just going to, go back to water sources as it starts to fill in all over again. And that's a nightmare, and you're redoing that work. So make sure you don't forget to light up the top of your walls here. A trident boy? It is a trident boy. We have to try it. We have to go for that. Like, if I can hit him. No trident. But, we tried. You could have a dispenser right here and fill it with gravel, and every time you place a gravel block, have it spit another one to you. I mean, that could be a thing. As we are draining these areas, we will work on tearing down the monument as well. But if we need more resources than what we have here, we will just have to go to the desert and grind out some more sand, which should not be a problem. Obviously, I would just go ahead and do that in my free time. We've already did a couple sessions of that sand gathering for this through a couple of streams already, and so gathering that stuff I can just do here and there as I get a chance. I'm pretty sure the reason our glow squid farm, never really worked the way it was intended, and only worked briefly, was because in Bedrock Edition right now, they count as a passive mob. So basically, our sheep farm broke our glow squid farm, and because of how close it is. So there was nothing wrong with what we did. It was just the location. And I only recently learned that that was why. Now, with that being said, we still need a glow squid farm. And we know we're not going to get it to work there because we're not going to move our entire sheep farm. It's located where it is because it's right there by our storage. However, the glow squid farm we could easily relocate, and I think with all the glow squid that are, already spawning around here and such, this may be a good spot to do that. Well, there you have it. We have the walls in. We have this thing all sealed off. And now we are ready to get our sponges wet. So I believe we should be able to go through here fairly easily. We're going to find out how easily. How much bang we can get for our buck with these sponges. At this rate, it's going to take me just as long to drain the monument as it did to place the gravel. So I've got to figure out a more strategic ordeal. Probably not going to happen. We're probably low enough now that I'm not going to be able to figure something out in this area, but in the next one. And we plug that off, and yeah, all that was coming from there. It looks like we're done here on this one, which means that row of gravel here can technically come down. And how many times am I going to mess that up? We're going to end up with some flint instead of gravel from some of this. Each little area, as we get to it, we'll probably deal with the little bit of glass that's available and bringing it down to level 38. Alright, so there's the water source. We'll go there. Like, I think if we keep a good little pattern like this right here, not going back, it should be able to move right along. No reason we can't just get it out of there. And that's why we'll have monument that we have to drain as we go. Well, we are about 15 hours into this project, actually just a little bit more, all of which except one stream was over on Twitch I did upload it on the channel here, and you can find that in the Twitch streams playlist. The one that was not done on Twitch was done over on Kick. You can go check out the one missing stream there. I thought I might be able to download a copy of it from the platform, and I wasn't able to do that. So you'll have to go over to Kick to check that out. I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming there or not. Let me know your guys' opinion about that. Have you checked out that platform? Have you seen, other content creators that you enjoy watching over there for their Minecraft videos and streams and whatnot? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget, if you want to see us do the work on the rest of this here, we will be finishing draining this monument over on Twitch. We've been doing quite a few evening streams, starting between 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern Time and going until about 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So they've been shorter streams, but we're going to continue doing that throughout the week as often as possible, just to get a little bit more work done on this and try and get this project done. We're trying to get it all down to level 38 here, which would be amazing, so that we can continue on. Now, when we get ready to actually build our base in here, we are going to do that live streaming over on here on YouTube, so you won't have to worry about missing out on that. Now, I do got another question for you guys. Did you enjoy today's episode? If you did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe. It helps the channel out a ton. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, and we're just over the 150 mark. So you can help make that happen. And ring the bell so you get all the notifications and you don't miss out on any of the videos that we have going on here on the channel that interest you. And I will see each and every one of you in the next video.